What's good, gamers? It's your boy Habibi Booby Lover here, and in today's video we're gonna be getting extra freaky with the syrup because after months of waiting with bated breath, the world has finally gotten their first look at the Super Mario Bros. Movie. After the tragic events of May 28th, 1993, Nintendo was desperate to rebuild their reputation. Over the years, they would try many different approaches, such as shutting down community events, locking old games behind paywalls, and striking community-made content harder than your dad strikes your mom. Jokes aside, if you want to call them that, the last time Nintendo dipped their balls into the toilet that is the world of video game movie adaptations, the angry pet goldfish they were about to flush that was their target demographic wasn't too kind to them. Anyways, this time they made a good decision and called upon the grand animation wizards over at Illumination to help them with this project. Now, if you're reading this entire video in Braille after getting a little too close to Lara Croft's chest, or you somehow haven't seen the trailer yet, which is far less likely, you're probably shitting yourself thinking, oh fuck, they're gonna turn my sexy paisano into minionized gabagool trash. I need to hire Indian American Meg Griffin to send an incredibly angry SMS text message to an underpaid customer service representative on my behalf expressing my pure disgust. And before you get to the part of your rant where you start describing how your favorite Marvel crossover was the one between your neighbor and your wife, allow me to quickly revoke your talking pillow privileges because I don't care and I definitely don't remember asking you. Let's start with Bowser, because if we're talking about main characters, we might as well get the reptilian overlord out of the way. Bowser, voiced by that guy Markiplier played FNAF with once, is interpreted in what is probably my favorite way in all of Mario history. From the scales on his skin to the way they somehow managed to perfectly recapture Jack Black's face, and his voice and line delivery are exactly what you would expect to hear from Bowser.
Open the gates!
Do you yield?
I do not. I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
Up next is Toad, played by Keegan-Michael Key, who provides a silky smooth voice that honestly fits him perfectly.
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine.
I just want to go ahead right now and thank God for the fact that they stuck with the usual design and didn't add regular eyes like every other character, because that would probably look less natural than SpongeBob's inflatable arms. He looks really good here too. They put a lace in his trousers so they resemble actual clothing a bit more, and even a hiking backpack in case he ever stumbles across a mysterious house of horrors during a late-night backwoods expedition. And now we're left with the main star of the movie, and the one that tends to be a popular point of discourse on the internet. The one, the only, Luigi! Remember when Super Mario Odyssey came out and how Nintendo tried to incorporate more intricate details like clothing stitches and individual hairs into the simplistic Mario model that they've been using for 2 decades, and how it just looks off? Yeah, well, Illumination did some magic and managed to make a fantastic high-detail rendition of Nintendo's art style, one that, in all honesty, far surpasses what Nintendo themselves tried to do. But of course, y'all are probably less interested in whether or not Mario's pubic hair canonically resembles his mustache, and more in his voice, because it's been common knowledge for a while that instead of Charles Martinet's usual performance, we're going to be hearing the beautiful, tear-jerking voice of Linda Belcher.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come!
Now, some people are speculating that over the course of the film, Mario's voice is going to gradually transition from the initial Boston accent we hear in the trailer to the one we've come to know and love for 30 years now. Honestly, it's definitely a possibility, but we can't be sure until the entire movie releases and we see for ourselves. Regardless, I honestly don't hate Chris Pratt's voice for Mario. It sounds fine, and I know someone's probably throwing out my information on Docspin right now out of pure spite for sharing that opinion, but think about it this way. It's not Mega Man 8 voice acting. Do you remember Mega Man 8?
You must recover all the energy immediately, Mega Man.
But where is Dr. Wily?
That's a good question. We may be able to locate another energy emission from the radar room. When we find that meteor, we'll find Dr. Wily.
All jokes aside, the trailer looks really good, and I can't wait to see how they adapted Super Mario Bros. Into a feature-length animated film. With that being said, what are your opinions on what we've seen? Do you think it's going to be good? What do you think of the voice acting? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to leave a like as well, and before you go, only 8.5% of you guys watching this video are subscribed to the channel, so if you find yourself enjoying my content, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so we can get closer to reaching my goal of 1,000 subscribers. YouTube has been my dream for the longest time, but sometimes it feels like they punish creators for putting effort into their videos as opposed to uploading lazy 30-second shorts, so you subscribing would absolutely make my day. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bing bing wahoo. See ya.